Good morning, students. Today we will learn adverbial clauses. Since you all have learned noun clause, adjective clause, the adverbial clause is also the same. Means it is a dependent clause or subordinate clause that serves the purpose of an adverb in a sentence. Okay. As it is a clause, and it is subordinate clause, it contains a subject and a verb, but it is dependent on the main clause, right? And it serves the purpose of an adverb in a sentence. Okay, it will definitely contain a subject, a verb, but it will serve the main verb. Okay, that is why we can call it an adverbial clause. Just look at the examples given on the screen. I met Priya yesterday. Okay, now I met Priya yesterday. The very word yesterday, this word says or gives us information that the speaker has met Priya the previous day. Okay, so this word yesterday, it is related to the word met. Here the word yesterday, it works as an adverb. Now let's come to the next sentence, that is I met Priya on Diwali day. Again, if we ask the sentence with the a question with the word when, the answer that when did the speaker meet Priya, the answer comes on Diwali day. Now the Diwali day, this particular part, on Diwali day, this particular part, it is a group of words, but it doesn't contain subject or verb, or it doesn't produce a complete sense. So this particular part, as it is a group of words, it says something, but we cannot have it completely. We cannot get it completely. So on Diwali day, obviously this particular part is phrase. Now let us come to the third one. I met Priya before she started her new job. I met Priya up to this much. The sentence is complete. It's having subject, verb and object. But here, before she started her new job. Now, when did I meet Priya? The answer is before she started her new job. So from before to job, this particular part, it's a group of words. It's having a subject and verb, but the sentence is not complete. It produces a sense, but the sense is not complete one. So here again, if we ask the same sentence a question with the word when, the answer comes before she started her new job. That means this particular, from before to job, this particular part of the sentence, it definitely, it belongs to the word met, and met is a verb over here. So this particular part is clause which is dependent on the main sentence, I met Priya. So this subordinate part is obviously adverbial clause. Okay, now I hope you have understood what is an adverbial clause. An adverbial clause is a dependent clause which contains a subject and a main verb, and it is also dependent on the main clause, and it does the work of an adverb in a sentence. Now here this very part, before she started her new job, it is introduced with the word before. Okay, so this particular word is a signal to us that it is an adverbial clause. Now adverbial clauses will be definitely introduced by some conjunctions. Okay, and those conjunctions will be related to some time or place, as you all have the knowledge regarding adverb, as you all know adverb. Yes, we have the types of, whatever types of adverbs we are having, quite similarly we are having adverbial clauses. And it will be, now how to recognize an adverbial clause? It will definitely start, the subordinate part rather will definitely start with a word that belongs to, that will be somehow dependent on the main verb along with the main clause, and it will definitely somehow will be related to time, place, purpose, reason, concession, or such type of things. Now let us focus on the first part, that adverbial clauses of time. Here two examples are given. After the crop is harvested, it is sold in the market. After the crop is harvested, it is sold in the market. So from it is sold in the market, this part can stand alone. Okay, it is sold in the market. If we do not take the word pronoun it, if we directly write the crop is sold in the market, the sentence is complete in itself. But when we are adding this part, after the crop is harvested, if we say up to this much, something remains, that something is missing over here, it's incomplete. So this part is subordinate clause, and the subordinate clause starts with the conjunction after. After is a word that is related to time, and I told you all that whenever it will relate time, or it will deal with time, it will be adverbial clause. Now after the crop is harvested, this part is adverbial, this part is subordinate clause, and the very word after, it introduces adverbial clause over here. Now next one, don't disturb her when she is singing. Don't disturb her when she is singing. Now when she is singing, this part is subordinate clause, and the very word when, it introduces adverbial clause of time. Now whenever it will be adverbial clause of time, it will definitely have the conjunctions like when, before, after, until, since, till, as soon as long as, so on. Okay. Now let us come to the next part, that is adverbial clauses of place. Adverbial clauses of place, it will deal with some places. Now let us go through the examples. I will follow you wherever you go. I will follow you wherever you go. Okay, the very word wherever obviously introduces here adverbial clause of place. Now next sentence, she has hidden the box where it cannot be found. She has hidden the box where it cannot be found. The very word where it cannot be found, this part is subordinate clause, and this subordinate clause is an adverbial clause, because we find the the place related word where over here, and it deals with place. So it is adverbial clause of place. So adverbial clause of place will have the conjunction where, wherever, place related words. Now next comes adverbial clauses of purpose or result. Either it will be purpose, that is motive, or result of something. Let us go through the example. Reena learned English so that she could get a better job. So why did Reena learn English? In order to get a better job. Now this part, if we ask the question, if we ask the sentence a question with the word why, then if we get the answer, then it will be adverbial clause of purpose, because this girl Reena, before pursuing with English, she had a purpose. Then she has chosen the subject. So she learned English so that she could get a better job. Now so that these two words indicate us that it is an adverbial clause of purpose or result. Now next one, Ashwin called Sophie so that he could get directions. So Ashwin was having a motive to call Sophie, and what was that? To get directions. Now the very word so that, it introduces adverbial clause of purpose. Okay. Now a new club was formed in order to discuss politics. Okay. A new club was formed in order to discuss politics. So in order to, this group of words, it introduces adverbial clause of purpose over here. So now how will we understand adverbial clause of purpose? That the sentence will be asked a question with the word why. If we get the answer and the answer deals with purpose or result, then it will definitely be adverbial clause of purpose or result, and we will be finding the conjunctions like so that, lest, in order to, like this, that. Okay. Now next comes adverbial clauses of cause or reason. Cause or reason and that is purpose or reason, they are quite similar. Okay, we need to understand. Okay, now the first sentence is, I will help you because you are my true friend. Okay, so the speaker will help someone because the next one is his true friend. So he is having a definite reason to help the other one. So here we find adverbial clause of cause or reason, and it is introduced with the word conjunction, with the conjunction that is because. Now next one, Rahul did not call Tina because he felt guilty. Why did Rahul not call Tina? Because he felt guilty. The very word because gives us an indication that it is an adverbial clause of cause or reason. Next comes adverbial clause of condition. It will have something that will somehow it will be something that will contrast with the next one. Like it will definitely show us some condition. See the first sentence, if you save money, you can buy a bigger house. So there is a hidden purpose and we need to find it out. Okay. Now if you save money, there is a condition. If you save money, you can have a bigger house. If you don't save, you will not have. Understood? So this condition we need to understand. Next one, unless you study harder, you will fail. Okay. So the person is having a hidden motive which we need to understand. Okay. Unless you study harder, you will fail. That means if you study harder, you will pass. So we need to understand this condition. Okay. Now next comes, I will free you on condition that you pay a fine. If you don't pay a fine, I'm not going to release you. So this condition we need to understand. And when we get the words like if, unless, in case, on condition, provided that, such type of words, such type of conjunctions if we get and we can understand the condition, then it will definitely be an adverbial clause of condition. Next comes adverbial clause of concession. Here we will have something that will somehow it will somehow reveal a contrast, right? Something that will show us that it's not okay, let us go through the example, we will definitely understand. If you that is, though he is not rich, he gives to charity. Okay, though he is not rich, some contradiction, some contrast we find over here. Generally rich people, they can give to charity or anywhere they can donate, but if the person is not rich enough, is needy himself or herself, then how will that person do that? But instead of that, if the person does the same, there comes the contrast, there comes something contradictory. So here, though he is not rich, he gives to charity. We can find out the contrast over here. The person does something that is beyond his capacity. So here the very word though introduces adverbial clause of concession. Next comes, although he tried very hard, she had to give up. Generally if we keep on trying hard, we definitely get its fruit. But here we find something opposite. That is, although he tried very hard, he had to give up. She could not succeed. So here she could not get success. So here, although the very word introduces adverbial clause of concession. Now next comes adverbial clauses of comparison. Here we will have the comparison. We can see the comparison. As for example, Tina is much younger than she looks. Tina is much younger than she looks. The very word than, it shows us comparison. He does not work as hard as you think. Okay, means another person is having his or her own perspective, and the person spoken over here of, that is, he does not work, the main person doesn't do up to that person's expectation. So here we can again get the comparison, that is between a person's thinking and a person's actual being. Okay, so he does not work as hard as you think. The very group of word as hard as dot dot as. So this particular conjunction provides us an example of an adverbial clause of comparison. Generally we will find degrees over here, positive or comparative degree or superlative, where we will find adverbial clause of comparison. So this is the discussion regarding adverbial clause. Now I know you all know what you have to do now, that is, you need to go through the worksheet provided along with this. I have given the study material, I have given the worksheet as well. Now you need to focus on the study material first. You need to go through it minutely, and then you need to do the worksheet. I want all of you to do the work and come back immediately. Then we will have a discussion on the worksheet part.